ask you to leave.
For what, sir?
For using a camera in the building. I'm going to call the PD if you're not going to leave. You
Why
leaving?
why would you call the police?
Read a piece of paper. If you could, give me my distance and step back a little bit.
So go somewhere where you're not going to be in my way. You're in my way. Can you go somewhere you're not in my way? Because I'm going to keep coming up. Hey, what's up, guys? Long Island Audit here. Today we are at the Patchogue Medford Library in Patchogue, New York, Suffolk County, Long Island. We are here today to make sure that they respect our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas. We're going to be extra respectful today because this is a library and I don't want to disturb anyone. Just want to make sure that our rights are being upheld and respected. So hopefully we don't run into any issues here. Let's go check it out.
Hello, sir.
Hey, how are you?
You can't take video in here, so you have to get permission to use a camera in here.
I need permission from who?
The director or somebody in charge, I guess.
Why?
Is it off?
No, I'm recording right now.
Well, can you please turn it off?
For what, sir?
So that I can then talk to you about getting someone to okay you to do video in the building.
Is this
Other than that, you're not permitted to use video cameras
What's
or
your-
regular cameras in the building.
What's your name?
I'm not going to give you my name at this point. Turn the camera off or leave the building.
Okay. Is it a law that I can't film in here? Is this a
State law? No.
Yeah, is this a public library?
It's a public library.
Okay.
Let me get you somebody in charge.
Great. Sounds good.
Who's in charge?
Wasn't able to step from home except get into
Olga Sadi? Can you call her, please? So can you please come over here? Just wait over there for me.
Excuse me? No, I'm gonna
Please
walk.
wait over there for me.
I'm gonna walk around. I'm gonna walk around, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. These are the regulations for the library. Public policy behavior.
Sure, I'll take a look at that. This guy handed me some public behavior policy. I see here it says number 17, picture taking or videography without the permission of the subject. I don't see why I would need permission if I'm in a public library, so we're just going to continue to film. Policy does not trump law. I am performing a First Amendment protected activity, not causing any sort of disturbance. So let's see how they handle it.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
For what, sir?
For using a camera in the building. I'm going to call the PD if you're not going to leave. You
Why
leaving?
why would you call the police? I don't know why he feels it's necessary to call the police. April is National Poetry Month. Tupac or Shakespeare? Queen or Emily Dickinson? Green Day or Walt Whitman? Bilingual materials. How are you today, sir? Good.
You did mention you're not supposed to be videotaping in the library, right?
Yeah, he had mentioned something like that to me.
No.
I don't know if I necessarily believe that.
It actually is true. It's posted on the post behind right there.
A sign?
There's a sign.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know about the First Amendment?
I do. Yeah.
So the First Amendment allows me to do what I'm doing here. So I guess
I totally get what you're saying. I totally get it. But also other people who are here, they have rights to privacy also.
Privacy. So this is the Patchogue Medford Public Library, right?
Correct. That is correct.
See what I'm saying? If somebody's in public, how do they, if you're walking around in the street or in a public building, how do you have an expectation of privacy? You don't. You know what I'm saying?
You still have expectation of certain level of privacy.
Yeah, like if, for example, say you went to a public restroom, it's a public restroom, but you have an expectation of privacy because it's a restroom.
Correct.
But something like this, a public library, you don't have any expectation of privacy.
Well, you can't have your picture of yourself out without you allowing it.
Yeah.
So.
Only if you're not, if I'm in a public setting, I can record anybody I want, especially if you work here.
Oh, I don't mind you doing that to me.
No, not a problem. You mind if I get your name?
No, sure.
What's your name?
Paul Thompson.
Paul Thompson.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Paul.
Nice to meet you too.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the cordial conversation.
No problem.
Thank you, Paul. Appreciate it. We can always agree to disagree, but in a.
I think it's good to talk to people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
100%. Thank you. I appreciate you, Paul. Thanks.
Thank you very much. You have a great day. Sir.
You too. Are you going to give me your name so I know who I spoke to? Do you work for the public, sir? So I can't get your name, sir? Hi, how are you?
It's illegal to videotape in the building, especially if you get the kids.
Yeah, it's illegal?
Yes, it's against our policy.
Okay. Well, policy isn't law, so.
And you cannot film children.
Okay, policy isn't law, though.
And children have been in this building, as you've been reported.
Is this a public building?
Yes, it is, but it is in our policy, and I believe they give you a copy of it.
Yeah, they gave me a copy of a bunch of rules you got here. Yep.
Okay.
Thanks. What was your name?
So just letting you know that you can't do that here.
So if you want to let me know that, can you let me know your name so I can know who I spoke to here?
I'm a librarian here at the library.
And your name? Don't you have a name tag? You got your name tag?
I don't have a name tag.
Your name tag slipped around down there.
Yeah, there's no name on it.
Oh, it's a dummy one. It's not real. But you're not going to tell me your name?
Did you need help, sir? Is that you there?
Okay. I guess that's a no, right? Okay. That sounds good. Just like this guy right here. So, ma'am, I would call you by your name. I don't know it. But do you know where I could find books on the Constitution? Particularly the First Amendment?
Can you look that up?
Thank you. Hi, how are you?
No.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Constitution instruction.
Thanks so much.
More on your subject right here.
Great. Thanks so much. I'll take a look. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I don't know if they did call the police, but if they did, we're going to hand this to the police. The Constitution. Introduction.
What are you doing? Good, how are you?
Good, how are you? Can I get your name?
Okay, what's going on?
Your name tag slipped around down there.
What are you doing?
Can I get your name?
What are you doing?
Can I get your name?
Officer Boris, what's your name?
Officer
Just trying
Boris.
to get you close.
6921.
Yeah, what's your name?
What's your name, sir?
Hey, how you doing, sir? I'm Officer Escobar. Show 6840.
Escobar. 6840. Gotcha. And your name, ma'am?
Officer Benson.
Thank you.
Officer Knudsen. 6199. Thank you, officer. Appreciate it. How you guys doing today?
All right, how are you?
Doing good.
So pretty much, security's saying it's their policy that you shouldn't be recording in here. Were you
It's
aware
their
of that?
policy?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't aware of that, no.
They told you when you came in, they said.
Yeah, they did. Before I came in, I wasn't aware of it.
Okay.
What I am aware of is the First Amendment of the Constitution provides that I'm able to film in public.
Okay.
So,
But for this building? for this
Public building,
institution, yeah, but for the institutions, their rule is no recording within the premise. You want to record outside, you can all you want.
okay. Yeah, this is a public building. I have business
It's
here,
for public use, but
which is what I'm
they
using
still
it
have their
for.
rules. And if they're not followed,
What I'm doing right now is a First Amendment protected activity. So, you know, their policy doesn't trump the. You took an oath to the Constitution.
okay?
That was a question.
And I said, okay,
Okay doesn't really answer the question.
okay.
Okay, I'm not gonna talk to you anymore because you're being silly.
13, just have supervisor's power.
Good idea.
Listen, I understand where you're coming from. I
Mhm.
know what you're doing.
Mhm.
But they have rules in house, and ultimately, if they want you to leave, it might become a trespass issue.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to, if I'm not breaking any laws and you decide to trespass me for not breaking any laws, that's
Right,
your
well,
guys'
listen,
decision.
They have their right as a business.
This is a public building, man.
It is.
This is he gets paid from my tax dollars, right?
Okay, well, we're gonna work on it, all right?
Great. Sounds good. I appreciate it.
Yep. They handed you a copy of the policy?
Oh, they handed me some papers. Yeah.
Yeah, I see them. Did you read those?
I glanced at them.
Okay, come over here, I'll show you.
You want me to come over where?
Right next to me.
Where?
This side of the pole, right next to me.
Let's take a look.
Right here, it's actually in English and Spanish.
Mhm.
Just record that too.
The library is committed to creating safe and open space for all of us.
Make sure you record it, so it's on there.
Photography
Yeah.
or video recording
I'll
without
record.
library permission.
I'll record what I want to.
Okay.
Thanks.
Sure.
Or
Yeah.
cell phone usage,
This is-
eating, drinking,
yeah.
loud abuse of certain language.
This is a policy. See, you wanna read that?
Your book?
It's not my book. It's not my book.
I'm not gonna read your whole book right there. I'm just gonna focus on.
Would you like to take a look at it?
No,
It's the Constitution Introduction. I got it here.
that's good.
Do you want to read it?
No thanks.
You took an oath, right?
Doesn't mean I have to read your book.
Okay. But you took an oath to the Constitution. Okay, was your answer right? Did you
Okay.
take one?
We're just gonna wait for supervisor to respond, okay?
Great, sounds good.
All right. We just asked you if you could just record that, just for us, but we
Yeah, I
we're
mean-
answering your questions, but we like
And
to.
just so you know,
ours too.
so it's on video and everything, since you're recording, you are asked to leave by the security. We're asking you to leave also.
That's great.
Okay. So,
That's great.
because you're not following the rules of.
I'm not breaking any laws. I'm in a public setting.
You're not following the rules of the
What
library.
I'm doing right now is First Amendment protected activity.
Okay.
Yeah, that's I think
You're not
you have a
following
copy
the
of that,
rules of the
correct?
library,
Yes, they
so
should
the
just
library
leave
asks you to
more.
leave.
It's a First
So-
Amendment protected activity. I have every right to be here.
I heard what you're saying, but when
And
you
I
don't
heard-
follow
I heard what you're
when you
saying.
don't follow their rules, and they ask you to leave, and you refuse to leave, you then are considered to be trespassing. So,
Well,
supervisor's on his way down.
Great.
He'll explain it to you further.
it's a good
but
thing. It's a good thing
I
that you
just
got the
wanted it-
supervisor coming.
Yeah, because I just wanted on video that he did tell you that you would be trespassing if you don't leave.
Gotcha.
So it's good. That
Trespass from a
video-
public
video
building, right?
evidence. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Exactly.
And did I? What crime do you suspect me of committing?
Trespassing, I said.
Trespassing
Yeah,
in a public building.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Sounds good.
all right, very good.
So we'll just wait for the supervisor then.
Sounds good.
Okay. Sounds good, man.
All right,
I like you. You're nice.
thank you.
For us.
We have no reason not to be.
Good. I'm glad.
I'm saying we have no reason not to be nice.
That's good. I mean, he's a little smart, but
Thank
I
you.
guess that's okay.
Thank
I'm a
you for
little
that.
smart too.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thanks,
You
man.
too.
Don't put any privacy complaints on my video now.
For what?
You're a public employee, remember that.
Doesn't bother me. That's all right.
How long you been with the police department?
Not too long.
Not too long?
No.
So you're not making the big bucks yet?
No.
Not yet, right?
Not much.
Soon, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Might be a while. We'll see. What kind of phone you got there?
The phone?
What kind of phone is that?
It's the phone.
You don't know?
It's just a smartphone. I do know. I just don't want to say.
Why? Just like talking about your phone, that's it.
I know. But you're threatening me with like criminal stuff, like
I'm just
pressing
explaining
criminal
the
charges.
law.
Yeah.
I'm not threatening anything.
Well, you're threatening to use the law to try and get me out of.
We
Am I?
enforce
Would
the
you?
law,
Would you say?
so
Would
I
you?
was
Would,
explaining to you the
would
law,
you say? Would you
so
say I'm? Would you say that I'm breaking the law right now?
You were
Is your supervisor
you're
here?
being asked
Is that
to
him?
leave by security? No, it's not a supervisor.
Okay, I'll check him out. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
How you doing today, sir?
Hey, how are you?
What's your name? Demers?
Demers, yeah.
Demers. 6836.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Don't think I won't.
Well, you run that YouTube channel, right?
Hmm?
You run that YouTube channel?
What YouTube channel?
Oh, you run the YouTube channel. Something.
Oh,
Ah.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking
Oh, I
about.
thought that was it.
There's a lot of cops here for one man with a camera, right? 4 cops. 1 on the way.
How are you?
Fine, how you doing? Good. I ain't messing with you, boy.
Hey, sir, can I get your name? Can I get your name now?
No, you may not.
I still can't get your name? Can I get the name of your supervisor? How do I go about filing a complaint
Go
against you?
back to reference and ask them.
Okay. So, do I just say old man, blue eyes when I file my complaint? Or,
You can find out who my boss is and talk to him.
okay, old man, blue eyes. What precinct are you guys working out of? 5th precinct? I gotta head over there soon. I haven't been over there yet.
Yeah, it's cool.
Gonna check it out. Hey, it looks like the sergeant's here. Ooh, they brought out the lieutenant too. That's how you know. Sergeant, Lieutenant, nice to see you guys.
Let's go inside.
What's your name? Stiegel?
Can I help you with something?
Yeah, I'm asking you what's your name. You can help me with that.
All right, you just read it.
Stiegel, and it's 303. Is there a reason why you're acting like that? I'm trying to have a conversation with you. Let me go get the
I'm
lieutenant's name.
attempting to read a piece of paper. If you could give me my distance and step back a little bit.
So go somewhere where you're not going to be in my way. You're in my way. Can you go somewhere you're not in my way? Because I'm going to keep coming up. I'm going to keep coming up. You're in the middle of a doorway. I don't want to have to bump into
I
you.
believe the library staff has asked you to leave, correct?
I don't want to bump into
Is that
you.
correct?
I don't want to bump into you.
So you can ask questions, but you can't answer them?
I don't want to bump into you.
All right, sounds good.
I want to
Then
speak to the lieutenant in there.
Don't.
Excuse me. Thank you. Appreciate it. I don't know why you acting like that for. All the other officers seem to be very nice. Why are you acting like the way you're acting?
Acting in what way?
Like a jerk?
Okay.
Like a jerk. That's how I say. I don't know why. you have something personal against me?
I don't even know who you are, to be honest.
Great. Good to know. I want to speak to the lieutenant. He's inside, right?
Alright, and then I'll get an email to you. Okay, thank you so much.
Nope.
You're making me a little uncomfortable getting that close, okay?
I'm sorry you feel that way.
A little too close. I mean, not just you, anybody that gets that close.
I'm sorry you feel that way, ma'am.
I didn't realize. Come in, sir.
Hey, Lieutenant. Hey, Lieutenant. One more question for you. Your boss is the library, or are you like an outside security company?
My boss is the library.
You work for the county or the
I
city?
work for the library.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Just because I want to be able to talk to whoever's in charge here and tell them how nice you were to me, and you know,
Thank you very much.
I don't only complain about people. I also like to compliment people when they, you know, you might not agree with what I'm doing here, but at the end of the day, you know, you've been more than cordial, and
Again, you've been a gentleman. There's no reason for me to treat you any other way than a gentleman.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
know?
And I'm sure a lot of people that are going to see this is going to appreciate it as well. They're going to appreciate it.
Well, I'm not too worried about other people. I'm just worried about, you know, how I
Great.
treat other people. You know, I'm not worried about how they think of me. I want to be thought of as being a human being. You know,
Gotcha.
which is
you should be in law enforcement. We need more of you out there. The lieutenant, sergeant, and an officer all went in a restricted area to have a little powwow. So we're just waiting to see what they come up with. Maybe they trespass me. I don't know. But we're gonna wait and see.
Just to be clear, you can photograph the building itself and the structure, but you're not supposed to be photographing other people while they're here in the building.
Okay. Just to be clear, you're wrong. I don't see any police vehicles. Like I said, the sergeant, lieutenant, and an officer went in the back. Their cars are right out here, so I'm assuming they went out a back way. So they did their walk of shame, they just didn't want to do it on camera. It is what it is. As long as they leave, I don't really care if I get them on camera or not. They left. Our point has been made here. So we're gonna get out of here. It was very nice meeting you. Your name was one more time?
Paul.
Paul. Very nice meeting you, Paul.
Nice meeting you too.
You have a great day, okay?
Thank you very much. You too. Take care. Enjoy.
You too.
Okay, this you snuck up on me. Thank you so much.
As you can see, guys, the police are gone. They were right here, across the street. This is Main Street in Patchogue. As you can see, they got out of here. Patchogue Medford Public Library. Standing up for the First Amendment. Obviously the staff failed this audit. The police, I would say, also failed, as they threatened me with trespass. Sergeant definitely failed for being such an asshole. Lieutenant, he fails for not even speaking to me. But they did the right thing and they got up out of here. Our point was made. Time for us to get out of here. I'll see you guys in the next video. Long Island Audit. Peace.